Oh, hello!
Good day, mate. Matoy and I were just shooting the breeze. Come here, let's chat about the good old days.
It's nice to have the three of us together again after so long.
Hard to believe it's just been 3 years since our certification mission. With all that's happened, right?
Is it? I remember you two saving me like it was yesterday. And then we got mixed up in things with Xion. And of course, I had my own problems. Those memories are here to stay.
Can't believe I got mixed up in all this when I only joined ARX with the intention of finding Yusi. It's been a ride, I'll tell you that. Just think. First Yusi was a Dark Falls, then you, Matoy. And even you were getting close, mate. Kind of odd how I'm the common thread here, ain't it? Think I jinxed you all?
Don't talk like that often. And look, Euclida returned to us in one piece, right?
She sure did, thanks to a certain someone.
Yes, I have you to thank for my safe return too.
Cut the modesty, mate. We owe you boatloads. And believe you me, I aim to pay you back. I'll help you out full throttle with whatever you set your mind to. For whatever that's worth. Still, mate, you sure shot up the ARX ladder quick, considering we joined in the same batch. Just 2 clowns with our sights set high. Quite the crew we make, eh? The mighty Guardian and their friend, the dime a dozen operative.
Well, whatever titles they put on us, we're still the same people we've always been. And it doesn't change our memories together. Oh, speaking of memories, you remember that time we all showed off our singing voices, don't you?
Ha, right! When Kasra hoodwinked us and we all crowded in together in a big group. You weren't even a proper ARX op yet back then, right, Matoy?
Not yet. It was right in the middle of all the examinations and tests I had to take. Now that was one of the funniest things I can remember in my time here. Seeing everyone all thronged together like that.
Right. And remember what a crooner Theodore turned out to be at singing? Ask him for a bar or two next time, mate.
You should be careful about tackling people out of the blue. That little lady just called Matoy predecessor, right? So I guess that makes her Claris Craze the Third? Oh, I've been reading the records, so I have a general idea of what happened. Pretty interesting having the second and the third around at the same time, isn't it? Hey! That means all 3 generations of Claris Craze are gathered here right now! What an amazing moment! I wish we could take a picture.
Hey, Bonehead! What are you standing there muttering into space for?
Come to think of it, I know my name's Alma, of course, and good old second is Matoy. But what about little third here? What's her name? Her name?
Whose name? Matoy? Ma'am, is everything okay?
Oh, it's just that Alma was... Wait, forget I said anything.
Alma? Wait, I know that name. She was your predecessor, right, my predecessor?
Oh, I'm a celebrity! You've really done your homework, haven't you, Clarice Craze?
Of course! Alma, the great first Clarice Craze, followed by the illustrious Matoy. So, Bonehead, care to take a guess what my name is? Fair point. I can see why you'd question that. But, as a matter of fact, I do. Khasra actually dug it up just the other day while he was looking through some of Void's old files. And here it is. Ready? It's Iris.
Iris? Huh.
Uh-huh. It was written I-R-I-S-S in the files. So we figure it's an ID number or something. But it's my name as far as I'm concerned. Huey said it had a nice ring to it, too. So whenever I end up passing on the title of Clarice Craze, the two of you can just call me Iris. Not that I plan on doing that anytime soon, of course. I take great pride in having inherited a title that belonged to two fantastically inspiring warriors.
Really? She's a very strong one, isn't she? I have a feeling she's going to do the Clarice Craze name proud.
Hey there. Hard at work as always, I see.
Why don't you try working for once? You're supposed to be training recruits, big bad instructor man.
What can I do? Regius and Maria are so gung-ho, I don't have a chance to train anybody.
Uh-oh. Did Maria sneak back into the training bureau to get away from general affairs? I'll bet Sarah is furious.
Sierra? Aren't you supposed to be manning the bridge?
I'm fine. One thing led to another, and I scored clearance to wander the ship.
Now that I think about it, you always call into our command meetings instead of showing up, Sierra.
What bothers me more is how you suddenly started attending all our meetings.
Because you don't take notes. Consider me your bona fide secretary, mister.
Being here face to face makes you realize things.
Like what?
Zeno, Echo, why haven't you two gotten married yet? See? Everyone's been thinking it. Now that I see you together, it's so obvious.
Hold on now. Marriage is... Sierra, this isn't something to just rush into.
The way you two act together, you're practically there already.
But listen, timing, planning, and commitment are very important when making these kinds of big decisions.
What the hell? Want to get married?
What?
You don't want to, Echo?
No. That's not it. I mean, is that what what you want? Getting married to me?
Jeez, where'd all your confidence go? Who would I marry other than you? Are you sure you want this? I might end up being a big jerk with your assignments.
You already are.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay then, let's go get the papers signed before you change your mind.
Sheesh, I don't change my mind that easy. Well, take it easy, you two. Oh, and thanks, Sierra.
Oh my gosh! Did I just get them into a huge mess? Maybe I did, but never in my wildest dreams did I expect this to happen so quickly. Oh my gosh! I'm really getting embarrassed now! I just witnessed something completely mind-blowing!
This just in. I've got breaking news. Recent reports haven't been as accurate as we'd like, but we have a stellar announcement. It's about that couple everyone hoped would hurry up and make a move for so long. You guessed it! Zeno and Echo! They're finally getting married! What? How the heck did you know? Echo already told us, so yeah. Usually marriage isn't that newsworthy, but those two are different, especially with Zeno on the Council of Six. The hottest couple around is finally taking that next step! Telling the world about it makes my job worth it. With Arc so focused on fighting, we tend to forget about family life, so this is pretty significant. Moments like these make you stop and think, someday I'll find that special someone, and oh, I'm super jealous! You want to get married someday? Of course! I'm an old-fashioned girl. Walking down the aisle's my dream. Potential grooms, get grooming! Who exactly are you talking to? Tia acts like she doesn't care, but when she was a young girl, she dreamed of hearing those wedding bells ringing too. That was between us, you jerk! And that concludes another episode of Tia's Innermost Secrets. I'm your host, Patty, signing off. I guess I'd better get going too, so... Listen up, dumbass! Tell another soul about that, and you will wish you never knew me!
Wow. Marriage, huh? It sounds so romantic. Hi there! I was really spacing out! Caught up in a little daydream. You heard the news, right? About Zeno and Echo tying the knot? I've heard rumors about them forever, but now that it's actually happening, I just get chills all over!
can dream, can't she? Wait! Stop trying to put words in my mouth! This isn't about me! I'm happy for them, and that's it! I mean, I'd like to get married too someday, but that's a long way down the road. First, I'm gonna work my butt off to win everyone's approval. And then, I'll meet the love of my life. Oh my gosh! Going off on a tangent again! Pretend you never heard that. I am 100% dedicated to the hero business, and that's it! Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, hi, boss. You heard the news, right? About Zeno and Echo getting married? Do you ever wish you could just meet someone like that? Matoi might get mad if she heard me asking this, but generally speaking... So you do, then? I had a feeling you might. When I heard the news, it seemed like Zeno and Echo were suddenly off in their own world, away from us. When I was little, I'd think about it all the time. I mean, what it would be like to spend my life with someone. But I'm kind of a social misfit. I've never had a relationship with anyone, and probably never will. The excuse I always use is that I fight for arcs, so I don't have time for that stuff. But instead of feeling happy for them, I was actually really jealous at first. Isn't that awful of me? Really? So I'm not the only one then. That makes me feel a lot better. But I am really happy for them. It's something to celebrate, since Zeno and Echo have always been there for me. Maybe I should use that jealousy as motivation to find the right person, to make me as happy as they are. That special person seems to be in high demand, though. Kinda hurts my chances.
I can't do this. Sorry, Echo, but you go tell her.
Why does your courage dissolve into thin air at a time like this?
Hey, you! What are we up to? Just, spreading the good news.
We just told Afin and Matoi.
We thought they'd be floored by it, but they didn't seem all that surprised.
They did wish us well, though.
Anyway, we thought it would be polite to tell everyone directly, but... I don't know if it would sit well with her.
She goes by Milrandia now, but I still think it's weighing on her.
Ooh, we can't just sit back and let someone else tell her, though. This is tough.
We just have to suck it up and tell her. It's not like we've done anything wrong, so it's time to be bold.
I know. Sheesh. Go on, Echo. Break it to her.
No way, we do this together.
If Dia sees me, it'll just remind her of Gedemholt. Do you honestly think we can tell her under those circumstances?
Well, it's no different if I go. Think of the awkwardness.
Sorry, you two. What actually hurts my feelings is watching you go back and forth like that.
Whoa!
Larandia! How long were you standing there?
You were bickering so loudly, I think everyone here noticed. There's something you wanted to tell me? Does it have something to do with you getting married?
Oh my gosh, how did you know?
I think the real question is, what took you so long? It's about time. It really is. If Master Gedemholt were here, he'd probably say something along the lines of, grow a pair, you two.
Yeah, that's the first thing he'd say for sure.
Then I can totally see Zeno getting all riled up.
I know it's impossible for me to get you to stop thinking about Master Gedemholt. So instead, I'll ask you to never forget him. He'll always be with us if we keep him in our hearts. Zeno and Echo, congratulations on tying the knot.
Yeah, thanks, Dia.
Thank you, Malrandia.
You think I can't hear you? Time to grow a pair, you pansies.
You want to know what happened 40 years ago? I guess you're talking about our war with Elder.
I heard that you sealed away Elder back then, but how did you manage it?
I can try to explain it, but gosh, it's a real brain buster. Should I do it anyway?
It's okay. I bet I can figure it out.
Well, for starters, I had to squeeze the photons onto Various really tight. Like, shoom! That's how I formed the wall.
The wall?
Then I got everyone to pitch in and lure Elder inside of the wall while we fought. Next, I gave the photons inside the wall a nice squeeze to squish him into place and locked it with multiple seals from the outside.
You squeezed and squished?
But you know what? Now that I think about it, using Clarissa as the key might have been a mistake. Oh, but if I used my body or something as the key, Luther probably would have unlocked them all. So yeah, kind of a no-go. Well, what's done is done, I guess. So no point in overthinking it. Wow, sorry. I really went off track there. Did that make any sense?
I'm sorry. I didn't get it at all.
Didn't think so. Cassie was an expert at analyzing my ramblings, but even he was stumped by that one. But something tells me that's not what you wanted to ask about. Is it, Matoy? Don't hesitate to ask if there's something you'd like to know. If it's something I'd rather not answer, then I won't.
Well, I was wondering about the promise you made with Regius 40 years ago.
A 40-year-old promise? With Reggie? Oh! I wonder what it could have been.
You're really not a very good liar.
I can't talk about it. Or I don't want to talk about it. Maybe a little of both? Don't you feel like telling someone else about a promise means it won't come true? Why would I dunk my chances like that? I mean, this is a promise that Reggie and Mary are still working hard to keep. It's not really super clear-cut, more of a vague agreement. Still not comfortable sharing it, though. Sorry, you two, but having a few secrets adds to a floating photon girl's sense of intrigue, you know?
In the end, Harriet announced that her own brother, Luther, had broken the laws of Coento, and she had passed down his judgment herself. Her explanation was as dry of details as her eyes were of tears. Stunned that she could so unflinchingly cut down her own flesh and blood, the people whispered a new name for their ruler. The Ice Queen. But Harriet paid that no mind, forging calmly ahead on the path she had decided, purging the world of ephemera. The elimination of ephemera. It was the most fitting deed she could imagine, to honor the memory of her brother. But to those who remained by her side, the strain the Queen felt was as plain as day.
No, I won't.
You must, my lady.
I said I will not.
It is not a question.
Kind of hard seeing Harriet as an Ice Queen right now, isn't it? Imagine what the people in those other countries would call her if they saw this. But you can really tell how taxed she feels, can't you?
How can you expect me to sit around and do nothing when the ephemera scourge still...
You would not be doing nothing, my lady. It would be an official inspection.
Dress it up however you like, Varuna, but now's simply not the time.
Then let me speak plainly, Your Highness. Right now, nothing is more vital than you taking a moment to rest and recuperate. You've pacts to negotiate and sign, collections to arrange, storage sites to secure. There's no telling how many hurdles lie ahead. If you do not rest when the situation allows, you'll find yourself with no strength left to give. Not to mention, should anything threaten your health now, your brother's loss would be in vain.
That's awfully underhanded of you to bring Luther into it, Varuna.
A warrior must use every tool at their disposal. Isn't that so, Guardian? Which brings me to another question, my lady. Is there something you need to discuss with the Guardian?
How did you know that?
I would be remiss as your aide of so many years if I could not pick up on that much, my lady. Or on the fact that you are in dire need of some rest.
If you say so, Guardian.
Come on, Harriet. It'd just be a little downtime. You'll wake up face down on the floor at the rate you're going.
Very well. I'll take some time for these official inspections, as Varuna puts it. But if I must go, then I insist the Guardian must accompany me. If we're so concerned about overwork, just look at how many Castrum Demonicus they've had to take down. If one of us rests, so does the other. Is that fair, Varuna?
Just so, my lady. Well, Guardian, I fear I must entrust Her Highness's safety to you once more. I ask, no, beg, that you do everything in your power to shield her from any harm.
Of course we'll defend her.
Thank you, but it isn't simply that. I ask that you stay by her side. With Master Luther gone, I fear you are the only person Lady Harriet can truly rely on.
And so, Harriet set out on an inspection tour to survey the state of her long-suffering land. For days, she traveled from place to familiar place, the Guardian always at her side. At last, nearing the end of their trip, they came to Luisa, a small haven near the East Artia border. Luisa is known throughout Cuento as a small slice of paradise, situated on a massive lake embraced by miles of undisturbed nature.
Mountain runoff reacts with volcanic minerals to dye the water's surface in rainbow hues. On clear days, you can see all the way to Cuento Castle, shining bright white beyond the Rainbow Lake and the deep green forest. To compare the landscape to a fairy tale falls short of its overpowering beauty, in the face of which a visitor can only sigh in wonder. That didn't sound like quite the type of sigh the signpost was looking for.
Huh? Oh, no, of course not. Nothing of the sort.
The lady doth protest too much. Don't worry, we're not gonna tell you off. It's hard to just shut your brain off for a while, huh?
Yes, I understand I needed a rest. It just doesn't sit right with me. First and foremost, the best I can do is keep my face forward, eyes dry and back straight, and try to help my country, the world even. I can only face my responsibilities head-on, take whatever slander is thrown my way, and march forward toward what I must do. It's the reason why I was called here in the first place. I don't understand how, Guardian, but you know something about the past my brother and I shared, don't you? You must, or I can't imagine how you could have found your way to Luther's laboratory.
So you're saying all those visions the Guardian saw?
They must have been true. I have, well, Harriet has crossed death's threshold once before. The me you see here is something else, with Harriet's form. I am something that was conjured by Luther, and became Harriet.
I don't fully understand what happened. When I awoke, it was over. And all I saw was Luther, my brother, stained in blood. I knew he'd conjured something terrible. And I had lost my life trying to protect him from it. And then, it was my turn to be summoned. My form is Harriet's. My manner is Harriet's. No one would ever suspect otherwise. But am I really Harriet? I don't know. Am I even a real person? And yet, in the end, what's the difference? Whoever or whatever I am, I was called here for a reason. Harriet was devoted to her country, to her people. I will be who everyone wants me to be. Imagine if I told Varuna. The poor man would be so shocked. You'll keep this between us, won't you? Even though no one would probably believe it?
It's true. You could have kept this a secret forever.
I can't explain exactly. I suppose when you get right down to it, I felt the two of you ought to know. Well, that's not quite right. More than anything, I just wanted someone to know. I needed someone to confide in, so... Greetings, my new partners in secrecy. I've only been Harriet for 3 years now. I never would have made it without so many people to help me. There was Luther, of course, and Father, Varuna, and all the people of Coento. I owe them all so much. They were all so kind to Harriet. I've been incredibly fortunate, having Harriet's name and walking in her shoes. I don't feel any guilt over it. I've done nothing to feel regret over. I only have to make sure I repay the kindness they've given me. That's what keeps me moving forward. Even if the cruelty of this world threatens to freeze my heart, I'll carry the warmth of that kindness. Well, let me ask one favor then. Just give me this moment to cry until the tears won't come. When that's done, I won't need to anymore. Thank you so much. I didn't know how badly I needed that. It's like I've shed a weight I didn't know I was carrying. This must be what happens when you try to hold in tears for too long. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll be just fine now.
Hey, what are you doing? You made a girl cry. Are you all right, miss? Were they harassing you? People only cry when they're sad, right? What made you want to cry?
No, I'm all right. They didn't do anything. But it's kind of you to worry.
Being a grown-up seems complicated. Me? Well, for starters, the name's Florent.
And where does a fine young man like you come from, Florent?
Good question. And the answer is a secret. But forget about that. Let's have some fun. That's what this place is for, right? A little time for play will wash the tears away. Come on, how about it?
That's a fine idea. I suppose it's why we came here, after all.
Did you notice anything strange about that kid? Exactly! Gemini the duplicate, in the flesh. Maybe he's like Luther, a snapshot of Gemini from before they became the version we know. I mean...
Wow! I can't believe you're a real fairy. I've only ever seen stuff like you in books. Hey, how does the flying bit work? Is there some kind of trick to it?
Hey! Quit tugging on my wing! Ow! I mean it! Leave my wings alone! Ah! Please help me!
Ooh, fairies can turn scary? Do they grow big? Will she try and eat me?
Excuse me, I'm not scary. I stay this size, and I definitely won't try and eat anyone.
Florent's been playing all day, and it looks like he still has energy left to spare.
Hey, miss?
Whoa! What's the matter, Florent?
I was just wondering why you look so sad. This place is pretty neat, right? It's pretty, it's bright and cheery. It's a place where everyone can have fun. Doesn't it feel like a waste to come here and not play and smile and have a good time?
I just have a great deal on my mind, Florent.
What kind of stuff's on your mind? Anything fun? Anything funny?
Not quite. Mostly questions. About the future, I suppose.
That seems kind of weird.
How so?
Well, if you don't know how the future's gonna end up, why do you look so sad about it? If things get too hard, can't you just quit? If it hurts, can't you just run away?
No, I can't do that. No matter how hard or how painful things get, I can't just run away. If I did, I'd be letting down the people who worked so hard to get me where I am. And most importantly, I personally couldn't live with myself if I just ran away.
Wow. Being a grown-up sounds complicated and hard. Good thing I'm a kid.
I'm I'm still something of a kid myself, Florent.
Well, come on then. There's so much playing and even more playing left for us.
There certainly is.
So this is where you've been, Florent.
Ah! A ghost! It's after me! Please, miss, do something!
Do something? That's a very broad request. Are you an acquaintance of Florence, perhaps?
Pardon my intrusion. I am Clarissa, guard of the first successor to Ease Ardia. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance, Queen Harriet of Quento, and yours, Guardian. Indeed. Has my reputation perhaps preceded me?
How is it that you know our faces, Clarissa? Wait, the guard of the first successor, you said?
Ah, come on! I'm not succeeding anything yet.
Indeed. And of course, it follows that what I am about to do is quite proper.
Ow!
What were you thinking, gallivanting off without a chaperone? Do you think yourself worth so little attention?
But I just had to see this place. It's one of the most famous sights in Quento. And you'd never let me go if I asked anyway. What was I supposed to do?
Is that your best excuse?
I'm sorry.
Very good then. Your Majesty Harriet, Guardian, thank you for keeping young Florent safe. I beg your pardon, but I must repay your kindness another day. Now, back we go, Florent. You must make ready for the ceremony.
No.
What?
I don't wanna! I won't be able to play anymore after that stupid ceremony. I want to stay free.
Don't be selfish. You made a promise, and now you must keep it.
Yeah, I know, but if this is my last chance, can't I play a little longer?
I'm sensing a lot of tension here. What exactly is Florent going to have to do?
Nothing dangerous, I promise. Florent is due to become the formal symbol of our country. In Ease Artia, the flow of trade is our lifeblood. A fool may earn money, but it takes a wise man to keep it. Therefore, our symbol must be upright and clean, free from greed, with no ties to others, praying only for the prosperity of our people. After the purification ceremony, Florent will become our beloved symbol of gain and profit.
That all sounds nice on paper, but what about the part where Florent loses his freedom?
Yeah, see? I'll never be able to play with my friends again.
Which is why you were given free rein to spend your days without care until then.
sure you can go through with this, Florent?
Please respect our affairs, Your Majesty of Quento.
Florent, please. I want to know what you think.
I wish I could play a little longer. But it's all right. It's time for me to become the symbol of Ys Artia. I'm bound to become one with the state. That's been set in stone for a long time. Since the day I was born, even. And when it's done, lots of people are gonna be able to enjoy their lives more and be happier. As long as I can give them a little happiness, mixed in with a touch of fun now and then. Maybe people won't cry anymore. Maybe we can avoid conflict.
So that's the choice you're making? That's the path you're prepared to take?
Yeah. Miss Harriet? Guardian? Fairy Lady? Thanks so much for playing with me today.
Guardian, Sierra, thank you very much for humoring me throughout the day. I'm better now. I can't let a child outdo me in backbone. I'm ready to return to the capital straight away. It's time to get back to rooting out ephemera, the spark that ignites wars. So we can, and if we can make Florent smile, all the better.